Okay, so I know I said that was the ending of the video, but I'm eager also to show you the menu system I've done, because if we map our mouse to the screen, I can indeed use a mouse inside the Oculus Rift, and it's a mouse that it has something really nice. That, like, for example, let's imagine that I can put an Easter egg on in my menu or a secret level. I have to do like this and then rotate so I can click over there. Yeah, and it works. Like, I mean, you can navigate through the settings. Obviously they are not all done yet, but you got them there and they work. But at the same time, I thought, okay, with mine Path to Thalamus, the menu was like mouse controlled, and like porting the game in Unreal Engine 3 to console what was going to be a pain in the ass. So I said, okay, so what if we also use our move case so we can navigate through the menu, and what if that also means that I can click with my mouse, like if it was an enter for the PC players. And what is that? Like, okay, now I'm using the keys, and if you can see the mouse well, it is a fake mouse, but the visual feedback that the player gets of the mouse, it's snapped to the buttons, and then if I move the mouse, it goes away and I can move like a normal, and then if I click again, it becomes snapped. And this is also a really easy way to do a menu that is going to work both ways, to PCs or mouse controlled interfaces and button controlled interfaces. And again, I would really like and love to test this with a Steam controller, because as you have been saying, or what people have been saying about the Steam controller, is that the feedback, the haptic feedback it gives the player, is really similar to the way of moving a mouse, and I think that this is a really interesting concept to test with the controller. And I think that there's people that have done this before, but I think never in virtual reality. Anyway, I know that this is not inventing something new or something amazing, but yeah, we can also do some amazing menus in virtual reality. Bye. Okay, so in this level over here, I'm going to show you what I've done to grab and leave objects in this scenario. For me, the main reference for this kind of behavior is Portal and the Half-Life series, that you grab the object and then you click another time and you leave it. But I noticed that in the companion cube in Portal 2, sorry, when you push them in a wall, they kind of disappear in the real world and they become rendered in other separate paths, because you can't leave them. And that's a really nice way to do that the player can't collide with the cube. But here we can do it, because everything in virtual reality has to exist. Everything. If not, it feels unnatural, and your brain feels like he's been cheated. So let me show you what I've done. Okay, so first of all, these objects over here, this is cool, and there's another one over here. Okay, so these are your scanned photogrammetry objects in my house. They don't represent nothing, it's just a way, so they can be like a little bit of placeholder or landmarks. So let's go. For example, this school over here, if I want to catch it, I just put click and I catch it. Okay, so right now I've got it in front of me, and if I rotate my view, I can see through the objects. And that's really interesting, because this is also a really immersive way to inspectionate objects, because it's way more immersive than just using a button to rotate the object in front of you, because you have to move again your head to do it. And I think that's really nice. Again, with this one, of course, there's always the back of the object, because I define which face is going to be facing the player. For example, You can see it's always the same face, but it's amazing how it forces the player to rotate the head. What about these balls? These are the balls I use in my hypothalamus, and well, in that particular game, when you approach the object, you grab it. But I mean, that is something that it's totally up to you. I mean, this object over here you can grab, and I think this one yes, but this one you can. Oh, okay, never mind. This one, like this one, you push. That's something. It's totally up to the developers, in my humble opinion. Okay, for that game I did it that way, and then you grab it, and it becomes a little bit smaller because again it's for gameplay purpose of the game. Okay, so again you can rotate it and blah blah blah. So what happens when I use the object in front of a wall? Okay, the object now is pushing to the wall and I am approaching it. So if I do it too much, the object falls, and then if I go away, I grab it again. Let me show you again. The object, I approach, pop, the object falls, and I have to go so I can grab it again. That's a way of solving the problem, or of course it means that your object needs to not have collision in certain ways with the player. I mean, you can't go up this object. I don't know, it needs some testing, but I think it's a really natural way of doing stuff. So for example, let me grab this. Another way I've been in experimenting with virtual reality is how precise it is the feeling that putting the objects in the 3D space. Like this, doing in a traditional screen, that wouldn't be so precise as doing this. I know exactly in which moment it's going to collide. And with this one, okay, blah blah blah. Oh, and that's it. Okay, so that's a really little demo. It's not the main purpose of my prototype.